what you're made for, and there's nothing that is too late for. Out of the cold into my warm hand, in the sun, it's already begun. You are my one, with a simple mind, we should find some more time. We don't need to worry at all.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Today we're going to do a little day in the life of a teacher. This is my first week after break, and it's been a crazy week, honestly. Not so much from my students. It's more been like personally, mostly just that my baby was sick, then I was sick, and I had to take a sick day, and then like I'm still not feeling 100%, but you know, we're getting through, we're still going. You know, just like all of that stuff. So it's just been busy trying to keep up with stuff while you're not feeling well and all of that. But we are getting by, and we are going to have a great Friday. Today the weather is supposed to be nice, and I am looking forward to a beautiful day. And I think that today's going to just be a good day for me to get like out of my funk a little bit. Like I've been, I don't know, you know, when you're not feeling great, you're just a little down, I guess. So today we're going to try and do a little get out of my funk day and have a good day teaching and have a good day with my baby and all that. And then at the end of the day, we're going to end it with a little May reset, because I need to do my monthly work-life balance reset, and I am just decided to combine it into this vlog because why not? But yeah, so I think it's gonna be a good one. I'm excited to hang out with you all today. If you're new here, my name is Victoria. I am a 7th year 3rd grade teacher in Maine and a mom to an 18-month-old baby boy. And I am so happy you're here. If you enjoy, you know, teaching, motherhood, lifestyle, balancing being a teacher and a mother, and all of the things, then hit that subscribe button so you can see future videos from me. But let's go and get some Dunkin', so I am ready for the day, and then we'll get to school.
Everybody couldn't make a wrong turn. You waver and slip and you get burned. But I'm here, so don't you worry, 'cause you know I'll be there in a hurry. Out of the cold into my warm hands, in the sun, it's already begun. You are my one, we just dance, find romance, a second chance. We don't need to worry at all.
All right, friends, so in true Friday teacher style, I went to school, I rushed, I did all the teaching, and then I rushed out so I could get my baby so we could go for a walk with my friends today. So I am like in the parking lot, just got shoes on him, and we are gonna go for a walk. But I will pick you up later and just fill you all in on the day, and we'll reset for the month of May, and it'll be great. So sorry, but I will pick you up later and fill you in. Okay, everyone, hello. So we are done our walk, and I have been like the worst vlogger today, mostly because the shirt that I wore today had my school name on it, so it was like kind of awkward to vlog. So note to self, remember to not wear that on vlogging days. But anyways, it's okay. We are here now. Now, oh my goodness. It's a nice day for climbing. So it's currently like 6:10, and I am just hanging around with my guy, and we are playing and having fun. We have had such a great time since I got him from school. He is finally back to himself after being sick, and I'm finally feeling better too. So it's just amazing. Oh my gosh, he is so stinking cute. I have to show you. Bouncing, bouncing. Yay! Bouncing, bouncing. So he has been absolutely adorable. We had a great walk. I got to catch up with one of my best friends, and we got to just, there's a lot that has happened in the last few months. I think I saw her over February vacation, but I didn't see her over April vacation, and it's been a while. So we had a lot to get caught up on, and that was lovely. And after our walk together, we went and played together around the playground, and that was also just like so sweet. We were going down the slide, and he loved the slide. It was the cutest. So much fun. And then we've been super low on groceries because I went grocery shopping like last week on a Wednesday instead of a Sunday. If you saw my spend a few spring break days with me, you saw that. And I was not wanting to go grocery shopping until this Sunday. So try and make that last for a while. And I was not successful. So today we had no food to have for dinner. We've raided our freezer already. So we went to the grocery store so we could get some food to get us by just for today, tomorrow, and then we'll go grocery shopping on Sunday. And he was such a little saint. So it was just amazing. So far, great day. I know I have to catch you up on school. I promise you I will. But first I'm gonna just have some fun and play. And then once I get him down to bed, I'll catch you all up and we'll do some reflecting and we'll do some resetting and it'll be a good time. So let's play with this crazy fun guy. What are you doing? Do you have coffee? Do you have Dada's coffee? You can't drink that. Thank you. Yellow pants, red pants, green pants. That's a shiny fish. That's a fluffy. What's that? A fluffy birdie. What's a fluffy birdie? It's a duck. What's a duck say? That's a fish. Thunder, what do you see? Brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, yeah, what do you see? Okay, friends, so baby is down. I now am I'm just like heating up one of those Panera soups. The broccoli cheddar one's the best for my dinner tonight, just keeping it simple. But while I do that, while it's just like bubbling away on the stove, not like boiling, but you know what I mean, I'm just gonna fill you in on school today. I'm sorry because, as I said, I rushed out of school today, so I don't actually have any paper things to show you, but I'll just like give you a rundown. So, in reading right now, we are working through our character traits unit. And with this character traits unit, we are focusing obviously on character traits. And we're also focusing on like the progression of a character and the progression of a character amongst the progression of a plot. Right now, we are currently reading Because of Winn-Dixie as a whole class. And that's our mentor text. And as we read that, we're working on a skill with that text, and then we're practicing it then later on in small groups with differentiated text based off of around where students are reading. So what we did today is we read 2 chapters of Because of Winn-Dixie after each chapter. If you've been watching my vlogs, you know we stop. I ask them what they think they should title the chapter based off of what happened in the chapter. They gave me their chapter titles, and we voted on which one we thought was the best. And then we moved on and we did a time to read to self. They had already started their new like reading A to Z books that they were using that they'll be using for the next like few weeks. So since this book is one that we're really focusing on like comprehension pieces on more than like reading skills, I'm just having most of my groups read it independently. So basically, after I read to them, I just sent everyone off and I said, okay, everyone, you're going to read to self for 20 minutes. First, you're going to finish the book that you started. And the reason why they stopped in the middle was because we stopped yesterday in the middle and we predicted what would happen next. And we kind of like did a small group lesson kind of connected to thinking through why we would predict that, thinking about the characters and what we know about them and so on. But anyways, so they finished their small group texts. And then after they finished their small group text, then they just read to self a choice fiction book or nonfiction. And I didn't tell them, I just said choice book. And then after 20 minutes were up, we came back together really briefly. I taught them I showed them an example of how to do a character trading card I showed it with India Opal, the main character of Because of Winn-Dixie, and then I asked them to think of a character trait that best suits the characters that they met in their book, like choose one character, think of a character trait, and then we're supposed to think of 2 examples that kind of support the fact that the character shows that trait. I sent them off to do this with their groups. Some of the groups, like I had 5 kids in, so for that group I split that group up into 2 smaller groups, but the other 2 groups I had were just groups of 3. So I sent them off and I had them first discuss what they thought, and then they kind of worked on it together and they came up with really great ideas. Like one of my groups was stuck for a little bit, and they were talking about how they thought that the character was really like jealous, I think was the thought. And then one of my other students was like, well, he's not jealous the whole time. That's just a way he was feeling at one point in the book. Remember, feelings aren't character traits. And I was like, yes! You know, you love those moments. So, long-winded story to tell you, that is what we did in reading. And then the rest of the day, like, I feel like that was the hardest part. That was the most, like, we are learning today part. And then the rest of the day was a little bit more lax. So then we had, snack. We went outside for snack because it was beautiful today. And then we had go time where they were just finishing up a addition review page because it's good to freshen up on those addition skills. The kids are sometimes forgetting how to do that, so it's always good to go back on that. And then in science, we worked on discussing animal adaptations and selection. Then we had lunch, recess, quiet time. After quiet time, we went on to a review for our division unit, and then we assessed the division unit, and they all did really well, honestly. I was I'm very happy. I'm not completely done correcting, but I was pleased as I was circulating the groups and seeing how they were doing. Not perfect, but good. And we're going to be moving on to fractions next. Woo. And then after that, we had guidance. And then that was it. That was our day. So it was a really good day, pretty laid back. I got some correcting done in between, got some grades in the grade book in between, and yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions about what I did in the school day, comment them down below. Sorry, I was not a very good vlogger at school today. Like I said, it was just a very real portrayal of a Friday teacher. But I now am going to eat, and then after I eat, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna reflect on the month of April, and we're gonna do a little mini reset. Okay.
Life is in a stream. The ocean called for you.
Hey friends, so I just finished reflecting on the month of April, and April was a better month than March. It still was not the perfect month, and that's none are, but it was still a harder month. So let me just kind of dive in. So my goal for the month of April was to work-life balance focus, was to be better about working out and kind of, prioritizing my physical and mental health. And I did a lot better with that. I was a workout, super consistent, doing amazing for the first, I think, 3 weeks of April. And then I hurt my foot and I had to take a break, but I did try and do yoga and stuff. Then I fell off the bandwagon a bit, and I was doing walks and stuff, but I wasn't doing as good with my Peloton the past little bit, as I've been both sick and my foot hasn't felt great. But I think my foot is finally better. I think I am finally feeling better. So we are gonna get back to it tomorrow, okay? We're gonna do it. But as a whole, my takeaway from it is I felt so much better about myself when I prioritized working out. I felt good, I felt proud of myself. I felt proud of myself for taking the time to make myself feel good. And so I need to keep doing it, because not only does it make me feel good, but it also makes me feel proud of myself for prioritizing myself. And I need to get in the habit of prioritizing myself and not just prioritizing my baby and my family and everyone else before myself. So I loved that for me. That was a fantastic goal. And I think I did pretty good with it. Was I perfect? No. But we did well. We're going to count it as a win. So I fill out the passion planner. For those of you who are new here, I love it, and it has a monthly reflection, so that's what I use to kind of reflect on the month. And for the most memorable part of my month, it was April vacation, just having moments when I was away and on vacation with my family. Little Hugo was adorable. He loved the pool and his joy of being thrown in the pool and his little giggles and the sweet sound and joy of seeing your baby just so excited and enthralled in the moment. Oh my gosh, I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it, because he is just the pride and joy of my life. There's nothing that makes me happier, and that moment, that vacation was just the sweetest thing. So I am just so thankful for having those moments and making those memories. The 3 biggest lessons that I learned this past month were to take vacations away from your house, even if it's a staycation and you are in a area in the same state. do it. It's so good for the soul. 2, some weeks are amazing and some weeks are not. And enjoy the good ones and know that the bad ones will pass. And then the third one is that answers help. That waiting sucks and that answers help. And that's just something I learned. Review the planner. So I kind of like thought through like how did I do, and I'm really happy with how I spent my time, and I'm happy with what I accomplished with working out more. I worked away at cleaning a little. I spent some sweet time with family. I was really working on being supportive to some family members going through some health issues, and I feel like I'm proud of myself for all of those things. How have I grown in the past month? I just feel like I'm continuing to learn and grow more as like a mom and a family member, and I feel like I'm being more supportive, and just I'm thankful for those moments. And then the last, I listed some people I'm grateful for, and then the last thing that it has me reflect on are 3 things that I feel like I could improve in the next month. And I'm going to use one of these things to focus on as like my goal for next month. So the 3 things that I had are my phone usage. Sometimes I'm great, and other times I just feel like I am on my phone way too much, looking at it, checking it, talking to people on it. Sometimes, but honestly, far too often, I am like scrolling Instagram or something of that sort. So I just need to be better about my phone usage, especially around my little one. So if you have tips on how you kind of use less screen time, I would love to hear them. Then I also would like to improve keeping my house clean, because I have really great seasons and great moments, and then I always seem to fall behind. So I would just like to come up with some sort of system that helps me. That kind of feels like a summer goal for me, but I don't know, maybe it'll be this one. And then the last thing that I really want to do better with is I just want to check in with myself more. I journaled once this month, and the one time that I journaled, it felt so good to just kind of sit down and get all of my feelings out. And I'm not the biggest journal girly, but it just sometimes is so cathartic to put down what you are feeling in words. So yeah, those are 3 things that I want to improve on. I will let you know what goal I choose to focus on after I plan the month of May. So let's dive in to planning my favorite month, because it is my birthday month, and let's plan the month of May. Okay, so to wrap up, let's do a little goal setting. Let me tell you what the goal is, what our work-life balance goal is going to be for the month of May. And then let's talk some month of April favorites, and then let's call it good. So May, when I was sitting down to plan the month of May, I was super excited because, again, I am a May birthday girly, and I am here for my birthday month. I am so excited. So I also found out that my birthday is the same weekend as Mother's Day, which often happens. But it's extra special now that I'm a mom. So it's just gonna be my weekend, and I'm very excited about it. So that is, making me super happy. And then the other big things that happen, we have an early release, we have no school Memorial Day, stuff like that, but our last day of school is June 16th, so we are still going well past May, but this will be our last full month of school, so it's all just good stuff and things, to look forward to, people to see, thought of all that stuff. But I ultimately decided the goal that I want to focus on is going to be to use my phone less. The last 2 goals that I've done for work-life balance have been kind of adding things onto my plate, and I want to try kind of not adding something on in a way. taking it off, finding healthy replacements, stuff like that. So far I have tried to talk to my friends more, keep in touch every day. I have tried to work out daily. And now this month I am going to try to use my phone less. And here's the thought. I was looking at my screen time for this past week, and keep in mind I was homesick one day, so that does impact it a little bit. But I was at an average of almost 7 hours a day. That's bad. That's real bad. So here's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping we can get it down to 3 to 4 hours. And I'm hoping that I can specifically get my social time down to an hour to an hour and a half. I love connecting with you all, and I love just kind of chit-chatting and seeing friends' stories and seeing my favorite people on Instagram, but I also spend a lot of time just scrolling and clicking through stories or sliding through reels, and that's just not always the best use of time. Sometimes it's great, but sometimes I just don't need to do it. So that's something that I want to do less of. I also, one way that I'm planning to help me kind of with the phone usage being less is I want to replace using my phone with either reading or doodling. I'm thinking that sometimes I feel like we use the phone because we're getting bored, and I need to find a habit that kind of will help me when I'm feeling like I want to reach for my phone. I want that kind of stimulation, but do it in a way do something that's a little bit healthier for my brain and body and better for my family in the long run too. So we're gonna try that. I also tried to put the limit of not using my phone much at all when I am with Hugo. I want to only use it to check the weather, text my husband, communicate with family, FaceTime, stuff like that, but very small things. So that's going to be the goal we're going to work on. I'm excited to work on it. I think it's one that it's been kind of heavy on my heart lately, so I think it'll be great. So if you have tips on how you use your phone less, send them my way. Okay, let's dive into April favorites real quick. So, snacks. I love this Aqua VT kombucha. I'm a big kombucha girly right now, and I am loving this blueberry social. This kombucha is has all the alcohol extracted in it. Although kombucha rarely has much alcohol in it, this makes it so there's nothing, which makes me feel a little better about having it during work time and stuff. So this is super yummy. I don't have the poppies, but because I think I just finished my last can of it, but the raspberry rose poppy is another fave. It is so delicious. Then 2 more snacks. This Talenti dairy-free sorbetto, Roman raspberry, so yum, and it is really quite a healthy dessert. And then another good snack, she's beauty, she's grace, she's reliable. Boom Chicka Pop, we love her. She's just a good snack. You can depend on her. You know she's gonna be great, and she's low calories. We love it. Okay, those are snacks, some must-have snacks for me. Now let's talk baby toys that my 18-month-old is currently loving. Blocks. We love the blocks. I need to get him a full block set. I have been eyeing the Love Every block set, so I need to just purchase it. But I just, sometimes baby toys are just so expensive. So it's hard to bite the bullet, but I just need to do it. So he's been loving blocks, and then he's been loving balls. Just loves the two, and it's adorable. And then his favorite books right now You might have seen us read this earlier. Oh my gosh, it is so stinking cute. We love all the Sandra Boynton books, but this one, when I read it to him for a little while, I would, it's the oops book. So you go the blue hat, green hat, red hat, oops, and the turkey is always silly, and I just kind of would laugh at first. And now, oh my goodness, every time I'm reading through it, he starts to giggle, and it is the cutest thing ever. So he loves this book, and it just like makes my heart so happy every time he reads it because he's so silly and cute. Brown Bear, you also might have seen us reading this book. He loves this book lately, and it's also been a good one for us to start introducing words with, because I can say, since it's repetitive, it says red bird, or it goes, I see a red bird looking at me, and then I can say red bird, red, and it gives him the opportunity to say bird, because he's heard that a few times, and he can see a picture. Not that, we know that as teachers, we don't want them to reference the pictures, we want them to actually read, but again, right now he's not reading, he is just learning words. But just felt like I needed to throw that in there for a second. Anyways, that's been a great way for him to learn different words by kind of getting that repetition and, using that strategy. So this has been a good one, and he just loves the book. And then the other book that he's just been loving is A Little Blue Truck, another classic, and he just loves the big yellow dump truck. He's always like, car! Just the cutest. So those are some baby favorites. Favorite TV shows. We are currently loving Ted Lasso. We are a Ted Lasso stan family here. Succession, also big on Succession. And then if we're going like not as quality TV shows, Love is Blind. It's just a good one. And those are like the top 3 right now. I love all of them. If you watch any of those shows, comment them down below and let me know if you have a current favorite TV show. And then I honestly haven't been listening too much podcasts lately because I've been watching just a ton of YouTube. So I guess I'll just share a few favorite YouTubers. I feel like I talk about her every week, but I love Miss Katie in elementary. She's my girl. Now, Katie's a fellow 3rd grade teacher, so love that. And I just love her, like, how genuine she is, and the content she creates is just beautiful. And then I love Kathy because she's a fellow mama, and she's learning how to be a mom of 2, which is just like amazing. And I just love that she's also a teacher, and it's just been really fun watching her kind of grow her family, and she's just also has beautiful content. I love Emma Grace, another fave. Has beautiful content too, and I am like loving watching her transition from being a teacher, and she still is a teacher right now, to like a motherhood channel and her lifestyle, and again, beautiful content. Their fave would be Madison Campbell. Love her. She, these are all like, if you are watching me, you probably watch these 4 people, but I'm just gonna say they're my favorite too. And then other people who I love who maybe you don't follow because they're not teachers I love Carter Sullivan. She is like the person who started these reset videos, and she is just like so true and genuine and just like authentically herself, and I love her. I also have been loving Michelle Rose just because her videos are absolutely stunning. Oh, here's 2 other motherhood favorites. Kylene Rodriguez, she's awesome. I love her. And then I also love Megan Acuna. They are both favorites for motherhood. But anyways, those are my favorite YouTubers that come to the top of my brain that I have been enjoying, and I've been watching them a lot more lately than listening to podcasts and stuff. But with working on screen time, maybe I should lay back on that a little bit. I mean, I'll still watch them, but maybe I need to do a little less YouTube and a little bit more podcasts again. Although podcasts are probably still screen time, right? Anyways, I'm getting long-winded. I have so enjoyed talking to you all today. I hope that you've enjoyed hanging around. This vlog has been a little shorter. It's been a little weird, but we did it. We had fun. We hung out together. The last few vlogs I did were like 50 minutes, so I felt like I needed to keep it to a shorter one today. But please comment down below and let me know if you prefer long vlogs or if you are here for the shorter ones. And I so appreciate you being here. I am like blown away by those of you who are joining the fam and who are supporting my channel. I can't believe, how much we're growing and how much love I'm seeing from you all. And I just so appreciate it. I know that, I don't know. I want you to know how amazing it is and how great it is to be surrounded by all of you. Okay, and that's it. That is all I have. So without further ado, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. I am so appreciative of you all. If you have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe on your way out and hit that notification bell if you want to see future videos from me. And of course, if you have any, thoughts on today's video or some recommendations for future videos, comment them down below so I can know what is up. And I will see you all in the next video. You're the best. Thank you, and have the most sunshiny filled weekend, whether that's with the actual sunshine or just the mood you bring with it. Bye everyone.